Many of you probably met Magdalena Firlit at Ajimeh last annual conference, Beyond Agile Israel. Magdalena is an Agile transformation consultant and professional Scrum trainer at Scrum.org. We're happy to continue collaborating with Magdalena and hear her insights on evidence-based management. Let's hear her together in the next article.
Hello, everyone. I am honored to be invited to the Agile conference hosted by Ajimeh. My name is Magdalena Firlit. My profession is being a professional Scrum trainer at Scrum.org, serving organizations as an Agile transformation consultant, speaking at conferences and writing articles about agility, Scrum, Agile leadership, and other related topics. Today, I will be talking about evidence-based management introduction. Why I cooperate with organizations and teach courses, I am as often about evidence-based management. Even though this topic appears during my classes and consulting, there are still curiosity and willingness to know more, of course. Also, my idea is to popularize evidence-based management. So what is evidence-based management? This is an empirical framework for making decisions based on facts, best current evidence, what you have right now. The origin of this framework comes from medicine. The term evidence-based in medicine was coined in the last century. However, empirical approach in medicine have been lasting from centuries. Then evidence-based management approach was adopted by management because benefits of using this became obvious. Evidence-based management consists of 4 key value areas. First key value area is measuring current value, what we have right now, what value we have at this moment. The second is time to market. Third, ability to innovate. And the fourth, unrealized value. This is the gap, this is the opportunity, what we could have. You can add your measures depending on your business. For example, when you are in the banking environment or software house, you can have different measures than provided here. So those are key value areas, but each of those key value areas has a specific set of example measures. But you can use your own, as I said before. Add your own, accordingly, your own measures. Examples from key value areas. From customer value, one of the examples is customer satisfaction or employee satisfaction, or you can also measure stakeholder satisfaction. For example, you have the scale. Let's use Net Promoted Score. You can use different, of course, approach from 1 to 10, and your customer measured their happiness with the product. Let's say on the scale from 1 to 10, on 7. So it could be better, right? But you have right now, what is the current value for your customer? How your customers perceive your product. When it comes to employees, also, it is really important measure, how would you recommend working in this company or working on this product for your friend? Again, example, on the scale from 1 to 10, and you will see how your employees are satisfied with working both in your organization or on your product. Happy employees are more engaged and more, of course, productive and efficient because they love what they do. Another example from time to market. You can measure lead time or cycle time. Lead time, it is from the idea that is coming to your mind and you are putting it, for example, in the product backlog on roadmap, to the time you are going to release it. So actually it is released to the customers. So the time measured from idea to release. Cycle time, it's different a bit. Similar, but a bit different. Not from the idea, here is the idea, and here is from production. So when you start working on it, till the time you can release it. And it also may be important to show how is your time to market. There are, of course, more examples. Ability to innovate. For example, you can measure technical debt or your innovation rate. Remember, technical debt slows you down, and it doesn't matter in which environment you work. Not necessarily it can be measured for IT. You can measure it, for example, as a technical debt regarding not only your code, but also materials you use, technology you use. So remember about it. And one of the most interesting areas, key value areas, unrealized value. Remember, this is the opportunity. This is the unmet customer needs and the market share. So for example, you can measure market share of your company, of your product. When you have your market share right now, you can see what you have right now, but what you can have, and fill this gap between what you have and what you can have, or what you could have, and make some statements. What can we do to improve it, actually? So, how to start with EBM? Start with what you have right now at this moment. What do you measure right now? And then you can add more metrics as needed, of course. But remember to fill up all those 4 key value areas. Remember also that those 2 key value areas measure your organizational capabilities. And those are market, business abilities, right? Market share is here as well. So start with what you have right now at this moment. And then what to do with those measures. So let's imagine you have a bunch of measures. So what you need to do right now, you need to make a decision, because this is an empirical framework. And that's what I mean, but it is really important to memorize. Empirical framework means that you are making best current decisions on what you have at this moment, on what you measured right now. And then you need to have some certain goal. You need to move towards this goal. So create some actions to reach, of course, this goal. And remember about frequently revisit what is going on, because otherwise you might receive at the end the result, unwanted result. When you don't measure really so much things to cover each key value area, think what is available, what is possible in your organization. Probably in some departments, you may find specific measures, you want them. So ask, for example, you can ask sales department, you can ask marketing department, maybe some finance department, maybe IT department. So just you need to take a look from like the holistic view on your organization and think really about what would be helpful, what and where you can find. Remember, all those areas are connected together. You cannot just measure only ability to innovate or only time to market. This is the most common mistake. What I find in many organizations, they are really focused only on measuring time to market. Faster, more, and faster, and again, more. But what about value? What value it can bring? We don't know. More doesn't mean more valuable. It can, of course, but it doesn't mean really. Okay, then. You have, let's say right now, certain set of measures from each key value area, and you have some goals. Another thing, don't use as many things, statements, or goals as you can at the same time. You are the patient, and you have you are going to the doctor, you receive different checks or different checks, medical checks, and then you have your result. When you have your result, you are going to the doctor again and seeing what is the fact, what is the evidence. And then the doctor makes decision based on those facts. So what therapy would be the best and the most appropriate for you, of course. And then you are going to, of course, run this therapy for you, for yourself. Let's imagine another situation. Your doctor gives you 3 or 4 therapies at the same time. What would be helpful? What is not? What was the most successful approach? We don't know. We just don't know. So coming back to our evidence-based management and your problems, issues you may have, don't use many therapies for the certain issue or problem. Use one therapy and follow and review and check it. Otherwise, you will be not really sure what was helpful and what was not. So take care and all the best. Good luck with applying evidence-based management. See you next time.